country and the peace and stability of the country. We've also found that the statements are full of fallacy and are recipe for violence and chaos. We prepare for conduct the local government elections for April 14 and May 20 respectively. Another party under the leadership of His Excellency President Darboe, which is founded on the basis of democracy, respect for fundamental rule of law, and strict observance of people's liberties and freedom. We are concerned as a party, and that we intend to highlight those issues and as well proper solutions for that effect. Under the guidance of the spokesperson, the press conference will be held first. Then we will allow the Secretary Media and Communication to read the statement on behalf of the party, and then we will allow a brief comment from the first Deputy National President, Dr. Demba Sabally. Then I will take questions and answers. On that note, I want to thank members of the media for coming, and also this all and sundry on behalf of the Secretary General and Party Leader, His Excellency President Darboe. Very happy 58th independence anniversary to Gambia and hope that we will witness many independence. And as well, this is our first press conference. I also wish to, on behalf of the Secretary General and Party Leader, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Commander in Chief of the Gambia Forces, His Excellency President Darboe, to extend our deepest condolence to the family of the late Vice President Dr. Sabally, that we pray the Almighty Allah grant him eternal channel. He has been a man of wisdom who lived through his life, who has served his country with distinction as a junior public civil servant. He was president for the climax of permanent secretary, as well as serving the international community and the second highest office of the country as vice president. That he had shaped and drive the policies of government for and on behalf of the president. So we want to extend our heartfelt condolence to his family and to the Gambian population. I will invite the Secretary for Media and Communication, Suleiman Kamara, to give a statement.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, welcome to the National Secretariat of the National People's Party. It is with great pleasure and honor that the National Executive Committee of our great party invites you to this crucial press conference. The National Executive Committee decided to organize this interaction and reflection with the press in response to the statement uttered by the UDP leader and the United Democratic Party that, if ignored, would mislead its followers and fuel a state of instability in the country. May we begin with the reconfirming the commitment of our party to the sacred ideals of peace, stability, national reconciliation, unity, and the continued progress, development of our beloved country, the smiling coast of Africa. The Ministry of Local Government and Land has received written complaints from the council about alleged financial and administrative irregularities involving various amounts from $10 to $30 million, as well as critical staff matters. These reports were specifically received from Basse Area Council, Janjanpur Area Council, California Municipal Council, and Banjul City Council. These councils are currently besieged by internal squabbles and somewhat malfeasance. Almost 2 months into 2023 fiscal year, a council like the Banjul City Council is yet to submit its annual budget for scrutiny by the ministry as provided for by the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004. A council like KFC has been without the CEO and the Director of Finance for nearly 2 years and are blocking oversight measures, including court orders and directives from the Local Government Service Commission to institute and proper redress. These circumstances have, among other factors, seriously negated the administration, developmental, and social service delivery obligations of the Council. The Ministry bears extraordinary oversight obligations over councils and have hence advised on appropriate measures to bring sanity into local government administration. As a result, the activities of councils will be reviewed holistically without bias with the objective of improving the governance and service delivery component of each and every council on standard footing. A fairer look at the terms of reference of the Commission is clearly indicative of the fact that the whole exercise at the end of the day is aimed at providing government with informed policy choices for effective local government reform, functional and physical decentralization. Any other opinionated consideration associating the institution of the Commission to political economy is a wishful assumption. His Excellency the President Darboe is within his legal and executive remit in consonance with Section 200 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, 1997, to set up this commission. Be placed on record that no amount of political control or idle bickering will derail the work of the Commission or distract its commissioners from the task ahead of them. The government lends its total support to the commissioners and all the general public to remain law-abiding at all times. In pursuit of our purpose and drive for stability and greater prosperity for this small but great country, our party has taken note of the statement of great concern that were expressed by Honorable Darboe, leader of the United Democratic Party, in a political meeting held by members of his party in Gunjur on Sunday, February 12, 2023. We have noted with concern that the leader of the UDP had made remarks in Gunjur that may threaten the continued peace and stability of the country. It is a political high tide now, with local government elections to be held within the immediate horizon. We can understand the state of anguish, paranoia that has gripped the UDP leader and his party over their clearly diminished prospect in these elections. The inconsiderate and careless outbursts of the political leader in these delicate times cannot be taken lightly by all level-headed Gambians. The leadership of NPP therefore deemed it fit and necessary to join all peace-loving citizens to come out and condemn boldly for spreading words of fears and intimidation, the utterances of the embattled and clearly exhaustless leader in Gunjur, which we intend to address in this press conference, is as follows. 1. That His Excellency President Darboe wants to stifle the decision of the Supreme Court with regard to setting up a commission of inquiry to look into the financial malpractices of some local government authorities. We will stress here that this President has no time in his busy and highly delicate schedule to deviate from his executive role of managing the presidential affairs of this country and delving into the role of domain of the judiciary or any branch of government at any time. Number 2, President Darboe decried the ongoing investigation process of the Finance and Public Account Committee in the financial activities of local government authorities, but this oversight role is part of the normal functions of National Assembly, and Alhaji S. Darboe, the Administrative Secretary of UDP, is the chairman of this commission or of this committee. So in a sense, the coming of the Council to the National Assembly to answer questions has nothing to do with President Darboe. The whole country saw in the news the missing millions in the UDP control councils on the strength of the outcome of these preliminary investigations. It is within the limit of the President of the Republic to establish a commission of inquiry into such situations. In the Gambia, under President Barrow, the democratic space is boundless, and there is zero interference in the province of judiciary. This has been demonstrated on numerous occasions, and all of you representing your various media houses are witness to that. The UDP leader also said that the result of the coming election are not tabulated. If the result of the coming election are not tabulated properly according to him, they will announce their own results. This is quite unfortunate by trying to undermine the integrity of the Independent Electoral Commission. The party is a spent force and on a life support massive. This is manifested in the last presidential election. NPP is a progressive people's movement party, a party of peace, hope, and inclusiveness. Where all opinions are respectfully counted, where politics of insult is shunned, as Honorable Halifa Sallah once said, people who insult have nothing to offer. This is a serious threat and the recipe for chaos and instability. His Excellency Adama Barrow will preserve the integrity, peace, harmony of this country, and he will not allow anyone to take the laws of this country into their own hands whenever decisions do not go their way. Gambian democracy has come of age, and we have nurtured and matured an independent judiciary to which everyone can seek redress whenever they feel their rights have been threatened. There is no witch hunting in this country. The president has no time to witch hunt any law-abiding citizen. He is fair and peaceful in all his dealings, and he will never be distracted in the course of his duty to this nation. He is astute, forthright, and focused on his mission to liberate Gambia that we all want. We will not be threatened or distracted in this. As Winston Churchill once said, if you want to throw a stone at every barking door, you will never arrive at your destination. Number three, the opposition leader also said that in his now infamous speech that whatever the civil government does in terms of diplomacy is exactly what his UDP will do. According to him, they will visit, they have visited foreign embassies to sell their agendas, whatever that may mean. President Barrow has established and maintained cordial and friendly relations with countries and multilateral partners of the Gambia. No one can enter by the back door to sow a seed of discord between us in their quest to settle non-existent political scores with the government and by extension the vast majority of the Gambian people. The message of His Excellency after his landslide victory in 2021 was all hands on deck to move the country forward through development agendas, programs of his government in addressing the daily hopes and aspirations of Gambians of all walks of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I will now invite the Deputy National President, Dr. Demba, to make a brief statement.
President Adama Barrow on the 58th anniversary of the independence of our dear country, and also his 58th anniversary of his birth. So thank you to every peace-loving Gambian. Our presence here today is necessitated by our love for the Gambia. and our love for NPP and our love for His Excellency President Darboe. But most importantly, our meeting here today is to respond to a statement that we found to be contemptible, to be reckless, to be dangerous, and frankly, grandiose. Made by this statement borders violence. This statement is on Gambia, and this statement is unacceptable in a peace-loving Gambia. So today, the NPP are here to make it extremely clear that the Gambia, under His Excellency President Darboe, will be ruled by law and not by the wishes of a man. The statement made by Darboe in Combo South was long and rambling. However, I will break it down to very short and precise. In his statement, he threatened and used the word, "I am warning the President." Darboe, you cannot warn His Excellency President Darboe. In his statement, he declared that he may declare his own results come the local government election. Darboe, if you do that, we will declare you a rebel. The only authority in this country to declare election results is the Independent Electoral Commission. No other man or woman, including him, Darboe. So please, for the safety of our nation, the results of the local government election will only be announced, recognized by the Gambian people, only the one from the IEC and not from any individual. So, in his statement again, he also said that His Excellency President Darboe does not have the authority, or he questioned his authority to establish a commission of inquiry. He is a lawyer for 30 years or more. Section 201 of the 1997 Constitution clearly indicated that His Excellency President Darboe has the authority to establish a commission of inquiry into any agency which borders towards public interest, and that includes the local government administration. So His Excellency is within bounds to establish commission. And we want to make it abundantly clear that these commissions will never have executive interference. These commissions will operate freely, fairly, and transparently, and their recommendations will be implemented regardless of the wishes of Darboe. This statement is unfortunate for somebody who has been held as an elderly statesperson of this country. Gone to the level of being the Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, can never imagine announcing his own results. This is uncalled for, and we are calling on all peace-loving Gambians to get out and vote for the party of their choice come the local government election and operate within the law. Because if you don't, as my party said before, it's either you obey the law or the law will consume you. And nobody will be above the law in this country as long as President Darboe is the president. There has been a lot of history with Darboe and violence. And this is just the latest and the unacceptable one. Darboe, when he was in government, he supported the fact that if you challenge the 3 years of President Barrow, he is going to take you to court. When he was out of government, he said that was the statement of Darboe, not the UDP president. This is inconsistent and unacceptable. And NPP remembered it very well. It was the same Darboe that had running with the Public Order Act. And this he challenged in the highest court of the land. And he even challenged it to the ECOWAS court, and he lost. That means that law is the law of the land and must be respected. Darboe, when he was in government, he threatened that every teacher that protested will be fired. And when Darboe was out of government, he said threatening teachers had the right to strike. Who is Darboe? When Darboe was in government, every court ruling was okay. Darboe dismissed the Supreme Court ruling of our election victory. But today, he's rejoicing the Supreme Court ruling of California. This is a country where you must obey. You cannot choose what to obey and what not to obey. The law is for every Gambian citizen, including party leaders, including ministers, including every government official. The law will be supreme. You cannot pick and choose what to take and what not to take. This is a country of equals, and we must all operate within the realm of the law. So, finally, I will advise the party leader of UDP, unlike the majority of the people in UDP who are peace-loving Gambians, and let's get this right, majority of the people of UDP are peace-loving Gambians who are minding their daily business within the realms of the law. But the statement being made by their party leader is unacceptable, un-Gambian and grandiose, and will not take shit. So today, we are calling on every peace-loving Gambian, regardless of the party you are, to understand that it is only Gambia we have. And the peace we have is the most precious commodity we have in this country. And we must all operate to maintain that peace that we have. His Excellency President Adama Barrow is the most peace-loving Gambian. He has respected the rulings of this court for entirety of his presidency. There have been cases which have gone against his wishes, but he has respected them because he is the man of law. So today, the National People's Party, under His Excellency President Adama Barrow, is advising that Darboe withdraws his statement and also make it very clear to the Gambian people that Gambia must operate within peaceful existence. We must peacefully coexist and we must respect the law. And we, in the strongest possible terms, condemn the statement that was made by Darboe in his rally in Congo South. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Force Deputy National President of the National People's Party. Now we will open the floor. Members of the media, if you have any questions. Yes. What's your name? Please, you tell us your name and the media that you represent.
I am Sabally from
Sabally.
One of the allegations opposing the setting up of this commission is the timing. We've just a few months away from the local elections. Don't you think that based on that argument, like they have a genuine reason, and why have the government decided to just a few months away from the local elections?
Now, you know, government timing as a government is a continuous process. The government of President Darboe was elected in 2021. And if you are following proceedings at the National Assembly and also happening at local councils, you realize that there are a lot of maladministrations, a lot of alleged financial malpractice. And that people have been complaining for a while now, but it came to light of recent when the Finance and Public Account Committee of the National Assembly continues to meet and to receive statements of accounts and activity reports from government departments and institutions, including the local authority, local councils. And it is glaring that there is a need in the interest of public interest, in the interest of accountability and transparency, that what people have been complaining of millions of dollars missing in local authorities, and that following their appearance at the Finance and Public Accounts Committees, and as well as long-standing requests from the membership of those council for the Ministry of Local Government through government to look into it. And of course, there was audit which was carried by National Audit Office and other auditors in various local authorities. It is now apparent that the government has responsible to the people to set up a commission. There are audits that also talks about probably just to set up a special audit committees, or probably because something comes to light of that nature, that magnitude, which can lead to a lot of corruption, economic crime, maladministration. So probably just set up an investigative panel. But President Darboe, who respect due process and rule of law, decided to act in accordance with Section 200, Section 1A of 1997 Constitution, that empowers him to set up commissions of inquiries into any matter affecting government departments, when you look at those subsections, including local authorities, and or anything that is the public interest. And because of that, he is empowered by the Gambian people in accordance with public interest to set up that commission. I disagree with people who say that it's ritual. The leader of the United Democratic Party, Darboe, indicated, and some other people are accusing some public officials of corruption. And now that it is obvious in the public domain and public National Assembly that there is alleged misappropriation, or belief that there is some misappropriation of public funds or maladministration within our council and local authorities, and that the only way that can unravel all those misconceptions or those allegations that are leveled against them is to set up an independent commission of inquiry in accordance with law. If the Darboe, the authoritarian leader of the UDP, believe in fighting corruption, and the leaders of those various countries believe in fighting corruption, and every Gambian who believe in fighting corruption, and the United Democratic Party's control council believe that they have been equal to the task. There's nothing to hide, there's no corruption, there's no maladministration. Why the rambling? Why the bickering? Why the threat? Why trying to impede lawful and legal processes and authority? If they believe that in fact we are structured, if Lawyer Darboe is an astute leader who is incorruptible and who believes in the fight against corruption and maladministration, to support and in fact to hail the actions of government on the place of the president and ask his people to comply and to show and to tell them, to tell Gambians the truth, to show that they are not caught, to show that there is no maladministration, to show that there is no mismanagement of public funds. But it's obvious because you look at the council, for example, the Caribbean Municipal Council, since the UDP under Talib Ahmed Bensouda controlled the council, can you tell us what meaningful development they have done for this country, besides the flowers that they planted in the around their own building and the KMC and the fencing of the Bakote site? Tell us, you are Gambian, we are residents and citizens of the Caribbean Municipal Council. Can you tell us which meaningful development that the councils that have controlled hundreds of millions, which of course the richest council in the country, have done? They are responsible of constructing this field. But since Talib assumed of this 2018, can you tell Gambians which role that constructed?
Honorable, just to add a few to that, the origin of the law that has given the president the mandate to, don't worry. Yes, I'm saying the source of the law from which the president's power has originated does not put any time bound. What it has done is to give the mandate to the president to set up commissions. I thought it was captured. Yes. What I'm saying, fundamentally, what we are looking at is the source of the law. the origin of the law from which the president has taken his power to put up conditions. Honorable Njai cited Constitution section 200 in different categories. And there is no specification to say there is a time bound within which the president could